So is Florida getting rid of property taxes or what? Because there's been a lot of headlines, a lot of hype, but very little proposed policy. So here's where we are, here's who it's going to help the most, and here's how we can actually pull it off. So first of all, who would it help the most? Here's the percentage of income that each tax bracket spends on property taxes. So it's clear that it benefits the lower income earners more as a percentage of their income, which I love. But the problem is most people in these brackets are younger and they can't afford a home anyway. So realistically, it's the upper and middle class that benefit the most from this, but let's just assume it's still worth pursuing. In 2024, Florida brought in about $60 billion worth of revenue from property taxes. About a third, or $20 billion of this, came from homestead properties, primary residences. This is how that money was spent, and this is what we need to make up for in order to not lose these essential services, and that's why I've been skeptical. DeSantis has said he's not going to raise sales taxes, he's obviously not going to introduce income taxes, but I've yet to see a proposal that funds this shortfall. But here's a few ideas of my own that not only raise money, but incentivize things the right way. Add an investor tax on residential portfolios over 10 units. Investors will pay a flat fee of X for any property added over this amount, and a new tax that's implemented annually. Increase it again when you get up to 20 properties, increase it over 50, again over 100. This does not currently exist, but it would shift the burden from residences to investors and specifically limit private equity and hedge funds from getting in and buying up all of our inventory and making things less affordable. Number two, we could increase tourism tax. In 2024, tourism tax generated $33 billion in revenue. So these are lodging taxes for hotels or Airbnbs for stays less than 6 months, rental cars, cruise port charges, airport facility fees, theme parks. These already exist, and if we increase them slightly and we do it smartly, we can still incentivize tourism while making them pay their fair share. So I propose a combination of these two ideas, tourism taxes and investor taxes. I'm just spitballing here. If y'all got any better ideas, I am all ears. Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear your suggestions.